Hello guys, in this video we are going to implement authentication with .NET and Clean Architect. So there's two ways you could build your authentication. You can build your own, building your authentication servers and using something like identity servers, something like that. And you could use also other already built-in providers like OAuth and Firebase, Supabase, and things like that. So in this tutorial, we are going to implement the Supabase and Supabase authentication. If you are building a smaller project, it probably could be better if you used already built-in, because the authentication process is really important and there should not be any errors, and you need to be really careful when you are building. So let's start building authentication. First thing we need to do is to create a Supabase project. You will go to Supabase website and this will be supabase.com, and you will here create your profile using GitHub. I have already created it. You will create a new project. Okay, so there's our organization. Project will be with me. You put in your password here. Your password should be strong. That's enough. Okay. Region, you put a region that is located near you, and you create new project like this. Project is created. So the project is building. Okay. We have project API key. Here you have API key, project URL. This should be hidden. You have also Supabase URL. Okay, we are going to use Supabase client in here with C#. What is good about Supabase is that it's free, and you also do not need a credit card to set up to publish it. So I'll try to do everything that we make this project free in whole, but we will see if we will be able to implement it. But Supabase is free, and that's why I choose it for the authentication. So if you go here, you can see that you have tables, you have tab for authentication, storage. We'll probably use storage also from here, but you have authentication here. You have all users for you. We have now here all kinds of things. Email template, policies, providers, our odd providers like email, phone number, Apple, Bitbucket, Sigma, GitHub, Google, many more. LinkedIn and other. So let's start implementing it. First thing that we need to do is go to the Visual Studio and install the libraries. So we'll install two libraries. First one is Jwt. Let's first go with Supabase. Later we'll set up this. This one. inside the web API. It is installing. It has installed. Okay. We will go to the program CS and we need to set this up. Okay, so what do we need? We need a few things here. We need Supabase URL, Supabase key, and Supabase options. Okay, let's add it here. First, we need the options. Options is equal to new Supabase options. Okay. And here we have a lot of options like auto refresh token. We are going to use refresh tokens and auto connect real time true. Off. This will connect automatically. Okay. The next thing we should do is use the URL and the key for the Supabase. URL and key. So we need to store these keys somewhere. So we need also to store these secrets. For example, we have here our URL and also we have the Supabase key. The Supabase URL, we will store it inside our configuration. Okay, we'll do something like this. Supabase project URL. You have this project URL in your main page inside the Supabase. When you go to their website in your project, you will see their project API, project URL. You will have the API key. So we will have here Supabase project URL. We will paste it like that. The next thing we should do is use the API key. How to use the API key? We'll go right click here and go manage user secrets. In here, we are going to add new field called authentication. And add here Supabase API key. In here, you will paste your API key. Okay. Now we go to the program CS. Supabase like this. Project URL. Here. API key. Like that. And now we need to register the singleton service. We will go builder dot source dot add singleton. Like this. We'll pass a function. That will do this new Supabase client. Client, and inside here we pass the URL, we pass the key, we pass the options. Possible reference, we'll use this like that. So we have registered our Supabase. Now let's continue. Okay guys, so an error occurred here. As you can see, we have defined this like this. We should not do that. We should do like this here. And put this. Okay. And now you will just paste this code below. So now we have our key like this. And we will fix our program CS. So the documents are loaded. We have that like this and like that. So now we have corrected our mistake. We need a new library. It will be called Jwt Bearer. As you can see, here, our email send rate limit. That was the error. Email rate limit has exceeded. But let's add Jwt Bearer. Okay. Let's go to program CS. Now we need to edit. So we need now to configure our Jwt Bearer. How do we do that? Okay. So we have this here. Let's do it here. We need to add the authorization. Builder.services.add authorization. And also builder add authentication. Like that. Now we need to chain to this. Add Jwt Bearer. And we need to provide some options. Okay, so in here we provide our options like validate. Let's first create our options for token validation parameters. This will be how will be our token validated. Okay. Need validate issuer's signing key. This will be true. That will be our key. So in here we have issuer's signing key. That is the key that we'll be using to validate our JWT token. We need to validate the audience. For here, we will use from the configuration. We'll provide that later, and also we need validate issue. Okay. Let's first add the audience and the issuer. So we'll go here. If you have remembered, we have done some things inside the secrets. So in here, we will add auth like this. Valid. Sure. Like this. And also the valid audience. Like that. Go here, builder.configuration auth valid issuer and auth valid audience. Like that. But as you can see, it is validate. This should be valid. Valid. Okay. Like that. That is okay. Now we need to import the data for the validate issuer and the validate audience. This can be done from the Supabase. So if we go to Supabase to a project and to the authentication, okay, let me find it. Where is it? So for the valid issuer and the valid, so the valid issuer is the one that is issuing our JWT token, and that is the Supabase. So in here we paste that product. Okay. And for the valid audience, that is the audience that we get returned when we sign up or sign in. This authenticate. If you have tested your sign up URL, you will see that you will get this audience. And for the sign-in key, we need to create a new sign-in key in here. How will we do that? We'll create a new symmetric security. We'll use key like that. It's bytes like that. We need to build it. Bytes is equal to from UTF encoding.UTF 8.get bytes. And we will provide this token in our configuration, in our secrets, to be precise. Configuration, test JWT secret. Like this. So I have specified like this because we are going to go again to our secrets. And in here, you're going to provide your JWT secret. That secret you get from the Supabase also. And to view this secret, you need to go to Supabase, go to this SQL editor, and you will, in here, you will type this command, show up setting JWT secret, and you run selected, and above, down below in the results, your secret will appear. And so you will use that secret, and you will paste it in here. Okay. So now we have successfully added. So let's continue. Okay guys, so we need to change the valid issuer. It should be actually like this URL with this auth and v1. Because this on top is just for the project and this one is for the auth. Now let's add the controller for the authentication. So we are going to create a new controller class. It will be called user controller, like this. Okay. It will implement also the controller base. This one okay. In here will be API controller, like that. There will be also the route. API control, like that. So what do we need here? We need Supabase client, but we will first create, let's create this public or not, let's create private read only Supabase client like that. Now let's create constructor. Okay, like that. Now we need to create the methods. For example, HTTP post one. This will be for the register. Public async task file result register user. What do we need? We need the user DTO. We need email and password. So we will go to the details, add new item, user, public, it will be string email. Okay, this is the same thing. So we will make it like this. Public string password get. This will be just for start. Later, when we will be building the front end, we will see what all of it do we need. Okay, we will also use the validator to validate this. So here, for user request validator. Here it's from abstract validator. Okay, and here we have user request DTU rule. We need to generate the constructor, and in here rule for dot email address with must provide valid email address. Rule for the password, we will have some on the Supabase, but we will add something in here also in length to 6, not empty, like that. So let's return user controller, user request ETU, user request. Okay, so now we need to register. We go await client dot auth dot sign up, and in here we provide email and password. So user request email, user request dot password. Okay. just set the validators. So when you register, this for now we will return task from result. My result results.ok. Okay, so we will get some object from this. We'll return to see what is this, and also we will write this in Jwt. Throw new rent. Why can't I import rent exception? Did we include a domain? Rent exception is here, but inside the API we did include. Such. Why is it not? Code. Message able to register details. This should be int, I think. Yes. We need logger. This exception. Like that. Okay. So we get this session subject. We'll also do for the login now. So for the login user sign in. Login. Like that. Okay. We'll also log out. Sign out. It will be just so let's try now, guys. Let's try to register and log in. So we have here, when you build, you open the Swagger, and we have this one. Let's try to register. Console coding gmail.com. Password. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Okay, so we have registered. As you can see, we do not have still access token, refresh token. We have this audience authenticated that we need to check on the backend. We have some data here. Here role authenticated. We will change this in the next videos. So now you need to log into your email and click on the link that is provided. So you will get this link and you will click on it. And when you click on it, as you can see, you will get the access token in here and some data inside as a redirect. So we need to make another request to handle this. Okay. So we can see we have access token inside our queries. We have expire set when it expires, how much it expires, and we have refresh token titles. Okay, so now let's catch all of these inside our request. So confirm register DTU. Okay, let's stop debugging. Let's make a new DTU. So what do we need? We need prop string access token. JSON. So we need to change it because it is not spelled like this. So we need to use this JSON property name like this. Okay. Refresh token. Like this. What is the next one? It is the type. Type. This will be bearer. Type of the token. Next, what do we have? We have expire sin and dd expire set also. So let's try to add these two. Add. We have expires in. Expires in. Okay. Actually, the type is sign up, but we need the token type. Token type. We need this one. And this one is spelled as token type, like that. And this should be okay. Now let's go back to our controller. Delete this from query, like that. Turn redirect. We'll use like this. Redirect like this. To something like, okay, we need to validate this also. And direct. We actually might not need this, but let's for now just say if x dot no return bad request. Or it is redirect result or okay. I'll use results.return. Here we return just results.bearer. Register like this, and we will specify this in here too. Okay. So now we need to test this. But let's first validate this. Okay. Confirm register. Validate. Abstract validator. Confirm register DTO. Okay. So in here, if you click it, you are actually the user and you will get it. But we will do this validation for every one of those fields. Spire set. Spire scene. Type. And token type. We will do like this. So this should be fine. So because we do not use await, we will just return iResult, not task of iResult. So this looks fine. Now let me see. Can we now register? So now guys, let's test our register endpoint. I have deleted the user soul. Let's try to register it again. Okay, try it out. Red console coding gmail.com. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It is success. I received this. I confirm my email. And in here we have error. So one or more validation error occurs. So we need these fields. Some error occurred. So you can see that we have here, this is not query string, I was wrong, this is fragment. And this means that we cannot handle this code. We should not handle this code on the backend. We should handle it on front end. So now we will redirect to the front end page. So what do we do then? Then actually we do not need this endpoint confirm register. Okay. We will handle that redirect on the client side. We will go to the Supabase here, URL configuration, and in here we will not specify API but some endpoint like home. And that endpoint will on our client side will handle that access token. It will store the access token, reference tokens on the client side, and when I make a request, it will attach them. So we will do that handling when we implement the front-end side of our application. For now, we will not do this. Okay. What is left to us to do is here to specify what data we are sending back to the client when we are signing up and when we are logging in. So let's create DTO for that. Okay, DTOs, add new item. We are going to say user response DTO. Okay. It is created. We make it public. So what do we have here? We have access token. Next, we need reference token. Okay. What else? Let's go to the controller, and in here user response is equal new user response DTO. Email is equal to sessions dot. It's not user request, user response. Like that. Access token is equal to sessions dot access token. Okay. Reference token is equal to sessions dot reference token. Like that. We see here what do we return, what do we get back. Okay, we have this. We will have expire SYN. Okay, what next? We will not check this now because we have just logged in. Okay, we will return. Let's copy these two also. Actually, we do not have this. Let's copy this. Okay, let's set them. Let's first do like this. If there is no sessions that are results of that request. Is equal to none. Unable to log in. Expire sim is equal to sessions.expire sim. And token type is equal to sessions.token type. Okay. We'll return this like that. We will do this same in here for register user. Register. But now let's check. In here, as you can see, we have error because the X token has expired. But if you go to the history, you can get this like this. So let's try to copy this and see what do we have inside the token. So if we paste it, as you can see, we have some this. We have the issuer who issued the token. We have the audience. We have the email here, the phone, provider. We have the user metadata. We have role. We'll change this later. And that's it. So we will be sending this to the front end. So the front end will handle that. Okay. So this will be it for now, guys. So we have successfully implemented authentication with Supabase. We have made login and register endpoint. We have successfully logged in and signed up. We have connected the Supabase client. We have configured it inside our settings. You have configured Jwt. You have seen what is Jwt and how it is coded on the Supabase, and we will be decoding it on side. We will be checking it here on backend if it is valid or not. Okay. And we are sending it back to the front end with the refresh token that will be used to refresh. That will be some advanced feature. We will see if we will be implementing that. But for now, this looks okay to me. So hopefully guys you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please leave a like or subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.